Go.
So I think my example of opportunity cost would be something like choosing to hang out with friends over getting like a good night's sleep.
Go.
And an example of opportunity cost in my life is that this morning I slept in instead of eating breakfast, so sacrificed my health for sleep. Okay.
Opportunity cost, I guess it's like what you gotta give up for an opportunity. Like, you really wanna go skate or something, you gotta give up that time that you could be doing some better stuff like studying or, you know, working on something.
Right.
But it's an opportunity, you might learn a new trick.
Opportunity cost is like giving something up to do something else. So for an example, be like going to school instead of getting a job.
Example of an opportunity cost in your day-to-day life. An opportunity cost in my day-to-day life is when I have to give up my free time to give tours because I'm in polyreps, #join polyreps, because I could be studying, tanning at the beach, napping, watching cops, but instead I'm giving tours on campus, but it's an opportunity cost that's worth it.
To find the opportunity cost, you first must find the slope of the production possibility curve.
So today I decided to work a little bit more on my jazz class and do some homework instead of working on some homework for one of my other classes.
What's up?
Hey Paul,
What's up?
I asked you the wrong question before. Let's get your idea of what marginal decision is.
A marginal decision seems like your decision, your choice of whether you want to, you know, like change something, like start making more of a product or spending more time on something. And it's that decision that you gotta wonder if it's gonna be worth it or not. That's kind of what I think.
All right. Thank you for your interview.
Oh yeah, man.
Well, decision. Oh God. I'm not stupid, I swear. I honestly don't even know where to start on that one.
Throw a guess out there.
Okay. It's when you decide the marginal. I have no idea.
Alright. Go.
So an example of marginal decision for me would be something like choosing to study a little more versus doing a little less of activities I like hiking or surfing or stuff like that.
I feel like every choice I make in my life is a choice at the margin.
Making decisions at the margin implies that small changes will be made to do either a little bit more or a little bit less of what's currently being done. If marginal benefit is greater than marginal cost, then the activity should be expanded.
Economic perspective.
Demand is just a demand for something.
Okay, well,
you know.
And well, demand is what consumers want, or it's basically, I'm trying to like say a definition without using the word demand. It's how much a product or service is needed in the economy or wanted.
demand. How much of a product or service that consumers are willing to buy at a certain price point.
The last item that I bought was a sweater from the thrift store, and if the price would have gone up $20, then I would not have bought it.
How do you think that affects demand for the product in general?
The demand in general would have gone down.
So the last thing I bought was this iced coffee, and if the price went up $20, I think the demand would most definitely go down because I don't think anyone would spend more than a couple bucks on a tall iced coffee.
The last object I bought was soda, and if that went up $20, the demand would go down a lot.
Demand is defined as how much a buyer is willing to spend on a service or good.
Why is it changing price?
A movement in the demand curve is implying a change in price. Shifters in the demand curve include income, demographics, cost of related goods, buyer expectations, and consumer preferences.
Supply is the availability of that product or service.
Okay.
Producers supplied the printer paper based on the quantity that they wanted to supply, based on my demands for the paper. That sounded terrible, to be honest. That's...
Supply of top ramen, or
Yeah, in terms of supply, like how the...
I guess if my supply of top ramen was low, I had to go buy some more.
Okay. Cool. All right.
I think the supply is kind of a weird thing nowadays because it's getting overblown. But really, we should just be thankful for the supply that's all around us, not for what we can make from it or what we can bring in.
Right. All right, Paul. Thanks for your interview.
Hi. There's a big supply of these in the store down the road.
So I think if the coffee was $20 more, I think the supply would go down because people wouldn't want to be buying it, so there'd be less of a demand.
Supply is defined as the quantity sellers are willing to sell at a particular price during a particular period. Supply shifters are technology, number of sellers, seller expectations, return. Zoe, what do you think about supply? Sit. What do you think about supply? What about demand? What do you think about demand? What do you think about opportunity cost? What do you think about marginal... Hey, what do you think about marginal decision? Huh? What do you think about supply? What about demand? Zoe, what do you think about demand? Okay, good enough.
I hate economics.
All right.
Clearly. I don't know shit about economics.